Morning, Facebook. I'm Brandon with Reed Construction. I'm here to let you know today a little bit about me, a little bit about the company, a quick review on how we got started. So I'll start with me. I'm Brandon Reed with Reed Construction. I have been married for 24 years to my wife Susan. I know, can you believe I'm old enough to be married 24 years? I have two kids, Brooke and Hunter. Brooke is in college. Hunter is going to be a senior. He just got his senior pictures yesterday. So we'll get started. So I've had two jobs in my whole life. One was a dishwasher at Lenardi's in high school, and the second one was construction. I've done nothing but construction since 1994. So when you hire us, you're not just hiring a guy that's flip-flopped around to different things, trying to make things work. This is what I do. This is what I've done. Right out of high school, I got a job roofing. I did that for one summer. It didn't take me long to realize I didn't want to do that forever. So from there, I went with my father-in-law, and we traveled around the Midwest doing cold storage. I did that for a couple years. Really enjoyed that. The work is good. The traveling is not. I learned a lot from him, working with cranes, being high in the air, heavy equipment, and I really enjoyed that. But I got an apprenticeship in 1997 from the Carpenters. I did a 4-year apprenticeship, which is extremely valuable. Lots of training, door hardware, scaffold, OSHA classes, a Hilti card, just all kinds of training. And then from there, I was a union carpenter for 15 years. And probably I would say one of the most valuable things about the 15 years was the fact that when you're working with somebody doing something, whether it's framing, concrete, scaffolding, hanging FRP, trim work, cabinets, the guys you work with, they're professionals. They haven't been just doing it a couple years. You guys aren't learning together. The guys that I worked with had been in the trades for 20, 30, 40 years. They were some of the best. I mean, I worked with concrete guys that treated formwork like it was cabinetry. I mean, everything was perfect. They knew exactly what they were doing. Everything moved quickly. And it was the same with the framing, the trim work, siding, whatever. I mean, I worked shutdowns at the nuke plant, worked down at the Louisa power plant, ADM, Alcoa, and just done all kinds of things. And during that time, not only did I do carpenter work all day, but I would come home, fix up my own houses. Actually, I've never rented in my life. My wife and I moved we averaged a move every 2 years because we'd buy houses, fix them up, or we would build houses. So during that time, I wasn't just being a carpenter. I'd come home and do it, and then after I was done working on it, while I was eating dinner, I'm watching TV, watching Bob Vila and Home Time and all the construction shows. So, I mean, I was just entrenched in it. I loved it. We did lots of side work, build houses. I built 2 new houses while I worked. So I enjoy construction, and I've learned a lot. And the training has been extremely valuable, not only for work, but for my own home and things that I do. So I got started in 2010. We got slow. I was laid off for probably 3 or 4 months that winter, because the economy had slowed down, and it felt like a year. And at that point, I decided, you know what? If I'm going to sit home, it's going to be because I can't find the work or something's going on with me. I got tired of depending on somebody else. I got tired of being at work and working with people that, I would get on a job and I basically had the knowledge to do it, but the other person was running the job. And I thought, you know what? I'm just going to give it a shot. Hey, if they can do it, I can do it. So at first it was a little slow going. When you get started and you go into somebody's house and you just got a pickup truck, people don't really know you, nobody's talking about you. People are a little bit hesitant. Fortunately, I found 2 good jobs, and we'll talk about that in some future episodes. Building a house and doing a big garage addition. Fortunately, those people trusted me enough to start those projects, and that's what got me to go out on my own in 2010. So to kind of tell you why we know what it takes is the fact that I have always worked with professionals. So I understand how a job should start, how a job should run, the process it should be done in. I mean, to get a job to run smoothly, you have to, it has to be run correctly. There's certain ways to do things to make things flow and to get done in a timely manner. There's things that go wrong in every job. You can't get around it, but you have to be able to handle them. So the person that you're working with needs to know how to troubleshoot to keep the job moving. We have lots of times where something with the flooring or something with the cabinets, something with the drywall or the electrician or plumber or something, something will go a little askew, but you got to be able to keep the job moving along to get it done, to get people back in their homes. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. You know, you sit around and think about what you're going to do, and you have all these ideas, and then you hit the live button and you draw a blank. So that's a little bit about us. I guess the other thing is something I've learned is cheap help ain't good and good help ain't cheap. So we focus on hiring people that expect to be paid a fair wage, and we expect them to do good work. So that would be the other thing. When guys come onto your job, this isn't their first or second time. They've been doing it for a long time, and we'll tell you a little bit more about the guys in the future too. These guys are extremely attentive to customers. They know what they're doing. They know how jobs should go, and that has been, I'd say, another good strategy for me was just hiring people that know what they're doing. I don't like to deal with fly-by-nights. I want guys on the job that can take care of the customers and do a good job for the customer and represent the company well. So I also wanted to say I appreciate everybody liking and commenting on yesterday's video. It wasn't that great of a video. It got lots of views. Lots of people are seeing it. I really appreciate that. If you guys can leave comments, even if you say, hey, these are boring, stop doing it. Hey, leave that comment. Somebody's gonna look at the video, and maybe we can get the content later on to be a little bit better. We are going to get on some jobs and bring you some live interviews from jobs. I know that's what people like to see. Looking at me, I'm sure it's pretty boring. But I'm hoping we have some interesting things to say, and that we can share some things with you so that you are confident in Reed Construction and you can recommend us to your friends. We'll even kind of, in some later videos, we will give you some how we approach things, what we expect when we come to your house to bid. We'll tell you what to expect when we get there and some of the processes. So the other thing I'd like to add is if you can go to our Reed Construction page. If you like the page, it's great. Hopefully you're seeing this video and you've already liked the page. I'm going to show you how you can send it to your friends and see if we can get some more likes to our page. What we're thinking about doing is if we get to 1,000 people or so, maybe we'll give out a $100 gift certificate to somewhere. I got to still think a little bit more about that. I'd like to tie it to maybe some of the fans out there that have brought in the most likes. I'm not sure exactly how we're going to do that, but it's something in the process, and we'll be bringing that to you at a later date too. But let me show you, see if I can get this to turn around here. Sorry, you got to stare at my forehead. All right, so I'll click out of this. Let's see if I can get this. So you should be able to scroll down, and over here on the side, yeah, somewhere around community, you can hit the invite button and then it'll kick up. Now all these people have liked it, so I can't, but you'll be able to hit the button and then you can send it to all your friends, or you can just hit select all. So all your friends, you can send that to them to like read construction. Hopefully the content with us is going to be getting a little bit better. Hopefully we're going to get some more pictures and stuff. Maybe you'll be a little bit more excited to send a friend request to your friends to invite them to this page. So anyways, if you guys can you guys can comment, good comments, bad comments, I don't care. Go ahead and leave them. If there's certain things you guys would like to see, maybe there's something you want to know, let me know and we'll do a video on that. Hey, you guys have a great day and we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks. Bye.